Headlines this week. First up, we need to mention the VW emissions scandal. It seems unbelievable that just a few short weeks ago all was well as VW showed off their latest wares under the bright lights of the Frankfurt Motor Show. Following on from the admission that they'd been cheating emissions tests, first CEO Professor Dr. Winterkorn got the chop, being quoted as saying, "I am shocked by the events of the past few days. As CEO, I accept responsibility. Therefore, I've requested the supervisory board to agree on terminating my function as CEO." So for all the facts and all the latest developments on the subject, head to our homepage, have a read about it and join in the discussion. Next up, it's time to talk motorsport as Renault finally announced they're to return to F1 as a factory team. They should be back in F1 from next season, taking a controlling stake in Lotus and marking the first Renault factory team in F1 this decade. Well, nearly. Renault Group and Gravity Motorsport have signed a letter of intent regarding the potential acquisition by Renault of a controlling stake in the Lotus F1 Team Limited. But all parties are working towards a definitive transaction, the implication being that Renault F1 will happen unless something completely unexpected occurs. Lastly, and following on with the motorsport theme, Sebastian Loeb has announced that he's to take part in the Dakar Rally. It would be a very foolish person to bet against him in a new motorsport venture. If the 9 World Rally Championships and an obliteration of the Pikes Peak field weren't enough, it's also worth remembering that he actually didn't start his career until he was only 18. Now he's giving Dakar a shot, driving Peugeot's new 2008 DKR in next year's event. Predictably enough, Peugeot Sport Director Bruno Famin is confident about his team's prospects, saying, "Sebastian was impressive from the first moment he sat in the car." For Monsieur Loeb, the biggest obstacle at the moment is quite literally the obstacles, saying, "In the WRC I've been used to going round obstacles, but with this car you can just drive straight over them and it takes some time to have the confidence to believe it." Again, you suspect it won't take him long. That's it for this week's news, but make sure you keep up to date with all the latest from the automotive world by visiting our homepage at PistonHeads.com.